Technical analysis. How important is that? Is it only important for traders and not for investors? Well, we'll find it out. But when we talk about investment, people talk about success stories, multi-baggers. But no one talks about the dark stories like Vakrangi, Yes Bank, Suzlon, where people will become the eternal investors in the bad stocks. Before the fundamentals or news reach the retailers, either the flight is already missed forever or the damage is already done. Gone are the days where you sit back and enjoy your long-term investment. You cannot afford to do that in the modern day investment. You have to keep a track of each and every stock that you hold. And technical analysis can help you do that. Technical analysis is nothing but reading the stats, reading the emotions, reading the sentiments. Well, let's learn that in simple terms. We have started technical analysis series for you. This is Aji. Welcome to Finpati. Hey, hi, this is your Aji. More excited to talk on today's video. We want to make the content even more interesting, so we are starting a new playlist on technical analysis. So, under technical analysis, we are starting something called indicator series, under which we are going to discuss today on fractals alias Williams fractals. So, if you get into the details, the background of the fractals is it's a very simple way of to discover the highs and lows, basically the reversal points. And you have something called up fractal, and we also have something called a down fractal. Now, it will help you in identifying the direction of the stock, but it's only to some extent. You would definitely need to combine these fractals with other indicators as well. But about the other indicators with which it works well, we will be talking about it in the next video. So when you are talking about the bullish fractal, it comprises of total 5 candles, and it's a 5 candle pattern, and 5 successive candles should be there. And the low of the middle candle should remain as the low of the pack of 5 candles. The color of the 5 candles, it doesn't really matter. And it could be of different types. Say example, it can have a lower low and suddenly an upward trend. But here, the low of the middle candle will remain as the low of all the pack of 5 candles. So that's the fractal. And it could be of different structure as well. But even in this structure, the low of the middle candle continues to be the low of all the 5 candles. So that becomes a fractal too. And one more example, I have put it here. So if you get into the anatomy of the bullish fractals, let's say you have a continuous downtrend. There is a strong selling which is happening in the market. All 3 candles have given a clear indication of selling, and suddenly there comes an up movement in the stock. So what does it actually move? Who has actually turned the direction? So the strong selling pressure has been countered by a buyer who is sitting at this area. So the low of the middle candle will continue to be considered as a very strong support. So the low of the middle candle, which is the 3rd candle here, will remain as the low of the total pack of the 5 candles, and that continues to be called as bullish fractal. So let's understand the bearish fractal as well. Here as well, you have 5 candles, 5 successive candles, and here as well, you have a middle candle whose high will remain high when you compare with all the other 5 candles pack as well. And the color of the candle doesn't really matter. So here, similar to the bullish fractal, we just try to put the examples or the structures of different bearish fractals as well here. So in this 5 candle pattern, you have a high of the middle candle, which remain as the high of all the 5 candles as well. So that will be considered as bearish fractal. And this structure as well, you have the high of the middle candle continue to be the high of all the 5 candles. So that will be called as the bearish fractal. And this structure as well, the high of the middle candle continues to be the high of all the 5 candles. So that's as well is called as a bearish fractal. Here as well, the logic of anatomy will remain the same. You have a continuous higher high pattern which is being formed. So there's a buying sentiment which is going around, and suddenly there comes a downside sentiment. So there is a strong seller which is sitting on top and who changed the actual trend of the market, which is considered to be the supply zone. So the high of that middle candle, which remained to be the high of all the 5 candles, will be continue to be called as bearish fractal. So now, how are these Williams fractals are used? So the highs and lows can be considered as supports and resistance basically. You can consider them as a confirmation of reversals. They serve as momentum indicators as well. You can use them for stop losses and even for the trailing stop losses. You can use them to know the highs and lows of a meaningful swings. You would know where exactly you should apply the Fibonacci ratios or Fibonacci extensions. You can also draw trend lines using these fractals. This is a formula which I have actually taken it from Investopedia. This is the same thing what we have explained now in theory that has been kept in a formula manner. Maybe you can use it in your algorithmic trading in case if you're good at it. Now, when we look at the pros of this Williams fractals, it's, as I said, it's a very easy concept to understand, and that's pretty much available as an indicator on TradingView platform, and it is also available on the TradingView platform given by Fires as well. But unfortunately, that isn't working as of now, which we have already complained to Fires as well. The TradingView department is actually looking into it, but we haven't received any information on the update. But anyways, coming back to the Williams fractals again, it can be easily identified using it can be with the naked eye as well. You don't need serious indicator to be on the chart, like how you want to see the pivots. And if you want to see the pivots, definitely you would need the marking to happen there. But for Williams fractals, you don't really need the marking to see to be on the chart, so you can identify it with the naked eye itself. And that's actually one of the best indicators out there to identify the momentum. Obviously, like any other indicator, it has its limitations too. It cannot be used individually. You need to have other indicators which can offer you some direction, some hint on the direction of the market as well. And this gives, if you follow this alone, this gives too many signals. It could be buy or sell, but it gives too many buy or sell signals. You should be able to avoid the false signals using the other indicators, which we will be talking about in the next next video. And again, this is not a foolproof method. Obviously, this has its own downsides. So, as you have come this far of the video, probably you might be liking the content. So please encourage us by subscribing to our channel. We are putting efforts to make the technical analysis a lot simpler to understand. We just don't want to give you a fish to eat. Rather, we would try to make you learn how to do the fishing. So please like this video and do comment on the comment section below. And in case if you have any doubts in this section, what we have talked about till now, please don't mind putting those doubts in the comment section. Now, let's look into the charts. And yes, as I have mentioned, the indicator is pretty much available in the TradingView platform. All that you need to do is just to select your favorite stock, whatever it is, you just need to select it, and you can just get into indicators and search for Williams. Then you'll be getting the Williams fractal indicator here, which is completely built in. You don't even need to get into the public library. You can get it out here. Just add it to your favorites and just select it. And that's it. You'll be getting the Williams fractals out here. And these will serve as to identify the swing lows and the swing highs. We will talk about it more in details when we talk about the other indicators and what are the best indicators to use it along with the Williams fractals. So in the next session, we will definitely put it in. As mentioned, we want to come up with a new series altogether as strategy series under technical analysis, where we will be letting you know what are the other indicators that you can use it with the Williams fractals to put it into your regular trading system. But there is only one thing that I would like to request from my side. Please try to encourage the efforts that we are trying to put in. You can actually join the channel Finpati, which is the Telegram channel. Please do subscribe, like, and comment on the YouTube videos that we are posting in. To get into the Telegram channel, all you need to do is to just install your Telegram application and just search for Finpati, and you'll be seeing our recommendations, charts, and other details as well. Definitely, it's a wonderful learning platform. And in case it's just not just a channel, in case if you have something to discuss, there is an option to do the discussion as well on the calls that we have given. We have a discussion group as well, which is linked with the channel. So you can definitely get into the discussion group as well, and you can ask the questions to the experts. Thank you. Have a great day ahead.